Oh dear, my gorgeous Pisces, it is not only absolutely brilliant, brilliant idea you are going to have right at the beginning of this week. It's not only about this brilliant idea, but it's also about the beginning of probably one of the most beautiful adventures of your life you've ever had. It's not only about an amazing idea which you are going to have. You know, the moment in time you have that idea, you're also going to have a clear sign and a clear mind-blowing indication that this is something that is going to make a major impact on your life. And you're not going to be able to stop thinking about this particular idea whatsoever. As I said, it's not only like a brilliant idea, but it's also at the same time the beginning of an absolutely mind-blowing, beautiful adventure. There are two things that are going to be consisting when it comes to this idea. This idea is going to be about two things. Do you know what I mean? Somehow this idea is going to be about a couple of things that you're going to be thinking about, but this in itself, it's really going to lead towards you focusing on, like, you know, your life, focusing on how you want your life to be. And most importantly, you will know that this idea is going to change your future. It's going to bring an ultimate change. It's going to bring a big change when it comes to you feeling like optimistic and happy and so pleased with yourself. But also when it comes to your own personal contentment, there are going to be few things on your mind that have been bothering you for so long that you have been unhappy with when it comes to your life and when it comes to your lifestyle. And this is going to contribute towards you snapping out of it and towards you coming out of your comfort zone and doing the best possible thing for yourself at this stage of your life. There is more to it. This is all gonna even further, my gorgeous Pisceline, this is going to enlighten you. And once you're enlightened, you just start seeing things like in a completely different light around you. And especially when it comes to like some kind of sacrifice that you're gonna need to make that was like slowing you down and preventing you to move on so far. Now you're gonna be no baby, no. Now you're just gonna kind of be able to see this in a completely different light, from a completely different angle, and you're not gonna be able to wait to kind of make this like willing sacrifice indeed, which is ever so needed. Because if you don't do this, you're not gonna be able to move on. You're not gonna be able to start one of the probably the most beautiful adventure of your life. This is gonna give you an inner strength. This is gonna give you like kind of a confidence. You know, this is gonna give you courage to actually, you know, be honest with yourself, but also at the same time, you know, you will kind of like you are working on your vision. You are doing the right thing, you know, when it comes to your vision, how you want your life to be. And you will know that there is going to be like some kind of a hard work, and it's going to take slightly longer, you know, to kind of achieve the maximum effect of all this. But you must not allow this to put you off, my gorgeous Pisceline. Just remember, the more we put like a hard work towards something, the more we put our energy towards something, more we actually gonna get out of it. You need to understand that the one phase of your life, and I know I've been saying that before, but this one is gonna be major. One phase of your life, it's coming to an end, like that, literally. Do you know what I mean? And another phase of your life, it's about to begin. So you need to go with this flow right now. The more you kind of accept this and the more open you are to it, the more freely you will be drifting towards the stage of your life, which is going to be absolutely remarkable. I mean, all I can say to you that in 1 year time, my gorgeous Pisceline, your life is going to be like completely different to what it is actually now. And I am talking about like a really big changes around you. You're not going to believe what an aspect of your life it's actually about to begin. Absolutely remarkable, absolutely brilliant in so many different ways, my gorgeous Pisces, like you are indeed going to be really, really happy. This is all bringing you like really important clarity, and it's going to help you to make a choice. You must stop over analyzing, and you need to like kind of, you know, like you must stop over analyzing, and you just basically, as soon as you get this clarity, you just need to literally move on with your life. Indeed, this is absolutely brilliant. You know, you will know that, you know, you will become aware of the fact that you're gonna need to release, you know, situation and certain people that are holding you back, and this is natural, this is normal, because you are also going through this spiritual transformation. When it comes to the midweek, for example, somebody is going to try to like pretty much so when it comes to the midweek, what I was going to say, my gorgeous Pisces, it's that something is going to happen, and it's really going to surprise you. Very, very surprising situation is going to happen at around the midweek. On one hand, you're going to be absolutely delighted and happy that because you will know that there's some kind of difficult issue. You know, it's like some kind of difficult issue, it's coming to an end that was preventing you to do what you love, and you're gonna absolutely love this. But on another hand, that part of this situation which is going to surprise you at around the midweek, it's also going to be consisting of you becoming aware of this person, somebody very rude, somebody really rude, somebody quite nasty, somebody quite horrible, somebody quite cold, somebody quite evil as well. This really rude and evil and nasty person, at around the midweek, it's really going to remind you of somebody, of one specific person from your childhood. Okay, so you know, this particular person is going to remind you of somebody really specific from your childhood, and you're going to be like, oh my god. And then that in itself, it's a really kind of, when you're reminded of this specific like kind of person in your childhood, there is, you know, this is all gonna kind of make you realize right now about, it's not only about you being reminded of this really horrible person in your childhood, because this particular person, I hope I'm not too confusing, so there is going to be the person who is going to remind you of somebody really, there's going to be somebody really rude and horrible and nasty who is going to remind you of somebody in your childhood or somebody from a long time ago. And this is going to be like, oh my god, but it's nothing about that person, or it's not even about that person in your childhood that this is going to remind you of. It's more about you being reminded of the certain stage in your life which was happening at the time when there was this rude person that you're going to be reminded of. So it's more about what you were doing at around that time. You used to do something that you used to love, you used to do something that you used to enjoy, you used to do something that made you feel so good about yourself, that made you feel so good, so free, so special, so different, so unique, because you are, my gorgeous Pisces, you are beautiful. So it's more about what you used to do like a long time ago, and you're not doing it anymore, and you forgot about it. Now you're going to be reminded of this. You're going to be reminded of beautiful feelings and emotions you've had while you were doing this, while you were living this, while you were working on this, for example. So it's only going to reveal a very much so a missing part of you, which is about to come to the surface. You need to take that on. You need to consider, you really need to take this element yourself back. You need to bring this element back. So this is why all these things happened, because you were kind of prepared for this moment in time to reconnect with yourself by remembering something really specific that you used to do, that you need to kind of bring this into your life right now. It's missing, and this is going to be a sign, this is going to be an indication, and this is also going to make you really, really it's going to make your life really rewarding. And you will also, this is going to bring a big reward into your life. It's going to make your life rewarding, but you're also going to decide to move on with your life. You're going to decide to do something so clever, and it's all going to come out of it. Absolutely brilliant. You know, you have to remember My gorgeous Piscelini, how important is this actually going to be? By the time you come to the actual last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, when it comes to the last part of this week, you know, you first of all, okay, yes, there are going to be some kind of sudden and unexpected changes. These sudden and unexpected changes that you're going to be dealing with. The only warning I have is to not to be too quick with them, to just review your options very, very carefully. Okay, so that's what I want to say. You need to review your options very carefully, because there is something that you're gonna find in between the line which is going to surprise you, but it's also going to give you a very, very interesting idea indeed, and it's also gonna reflect on you in a positive way, where you're gonna decide to take a leap of faith with something, and otherwise you would never do this. And this leap of faith that you're gonna decide to do with something, it's gonna be ever so important when it comes to you in as little as 4 weeks time, walking through the door, through the sacred magical door you never knew existed, let alone what they're actually going to bring, what is this actually going to bring into your life indeed. And also when it comes to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, you are indeed going to make a really important decision. It looks like you're going to have absolutely enough of some kind of a baggage that you carry, some kind of a problem that you're dealing with, because you know there is this absolutely wonderful male person who is really going to inspire you, really going to inspire you to do something about it. Yeah, I think that you're going to look at this male person and you're going to be knowing what to do. Intuitively you will know that you really should be making some kind of decision with that baggage that you carry, and because of this particular person you're also going to realize that if you don't do something about it, nobody else can do something about it for you. So this person is really going to have an impact on you in a really fantastic way, and intuitively you will know what to do, and this in itself, it's going to work out to be absolutely brilliant for you indeed. Okay, so this is gonna actually work out to be very successful, whatever you're gonna do, because it's to do with something that you've been worrying so much, it's to do with something that was draining your energy, it's to do with something that was making you feel down and negative, it's to do with something that was really kind of affecting you in so many different ways, you know. And there is gonna be almost instantly, as soon as you understand what you're gonna do, there is instantly idea that you are going to have. And for this idea that you're gonna have, this is like a, you know, it's to do with what you are doing, it's to do with your passion, but it's also to do with something that you're gonna have, like for the first time ever, this particular idea again. You need to understand that for this idea you are going to get a very, 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 very special recognition for. Okay, my gorgeous Piscelini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.